Hi everyone, today we will demonstrate the pad snapping function. This function is used to align pad center location across different layers. Precisely aligned pads would yield accurate results for further optimization process. Please see the following demonstration for the pad snapping process. Select Repair from the DFM drop-down menu, then select Pad Snapping. First, select a layer by clicking the Layer button. Choose the layer you want to work on from the layer list. Select .Work from the drop-down menu to work on the working layers. Select .Affected to work on both affected layers and work layer. Next, we will introduce the parameter settings. Snap to is to choose the alignment target, options are reference layer and grid. Reference layer is to align pads to the selected layer, grid is to align pads to grid points. Grid size, X, Y, is to set the spacing for grid points on X and Y axis. Grid origin is to set the grid starting point. Snapping max is to set the maximum allowed distance for the pad alignment to move. Report max is to set a move range for unaligned pads. Unaligned pads within the move range will be included in the report. Spacing min is to set the minimum spacing between two pads after alignment. In Ignore Pad with Attribute field, enter attribute for pads that does not need to be aligned. In Ignore Reference with Attribute field, enter attribute for pads that does not need to be aligned in the reference layer. Snap SMD pads and BGA pads is the choose whether or not to align SMD or BGA pads. 3 buttons in the lower interface is to choose the affected area range. Global button is to apply changes to all features in the layer. Screen button is to apply changes to all features in the screen display area. Profile button is to apply changes to all features within the profile frames. Next is the pad snapping demonstration. As shown on screen, pad center point from 2 layers are clearly not aligned. Choose layer and reference layer first. The distance between 2 pad center points are about 4.33 mil. So we set snapping max to 4.5 mil. Pads in green area has the attribute area. For this demonstration, we will not align these pads and enter its attribute to be ignored. Reference layer pads in green area has .NFP attribute. For this demonstration, we will ignore these pads too. Click Screen button to proceed. All pad center point is aligned now except for the ones we set to ignore. This is the pad snapping function introduction. Thank you for watching.